FC Cincinnati is not going to get into the business of being a landlord in the West End.
That's the response today to an ultimatum from the city to either help tenants getting pushed out by the new soccer stadium, or City Council won't approve the club's rezoning requests. David Winter joins us live in the West End with that story. David?
Rob, Cami, I'm standing at the north side of the construction zone where FC Cincinnati is building its new stadium here on the West End. And this is a sign, FC Cincinnati asking local residents, tell us how we're doing. Well, if you ask a few of the local residents in a couple of the nearby apartment buildings, they would say, not well. Ken Rhodes is one of those people. He says that he and 16 others have been given until April 30th to move.
I plan on dying in here, I want to stay, simple as that, There's got to be some kind of compromise here.
We're a Major League Soccer team. We're building a new stadium. We're not residential property managers.
A compromise, as FC Cincinnati CEO sees it, is giving the residents a little more time and finding them new places to live. The team purchased the apartment buildings and plans on tearing them down and putting in parking areas. At last night's City Council meeting, council members voted on a motion to have FC Cincinnati fulfill its publicly stated commitment not to displace residents and to provide accommodations to residents for a minimum of 3 years. Berding sees last night's council action as a threat to not approve some additional zoning needed for egress to the stadium, which he says is illegal.
We have no desire to be Section 8 landlords. We will not be Section 8 landlords. We are a soccer team. And again, for council to say we are going to require you to become Section 8 landlords in order to get a zoning approval that doesn't even involve any of these buildings in question is outside the law.
Berding says when in the past he said no residents would be displaced by the stadium, he was referring to a flyer that was distributed to people on the west side of the site, not referring to Mr. Rhodes and the others who live on the north side.
I'm safe here, and I'm comfortable here. I like being here.
But if FC Cincinnati has its way, that will not happen. Now, Berding went on to say that the city treated the building of the Reds and the Bengals Stadium much differently than it is treating his team, FC Cincinnati. He went on to say that the city council is acting like his team is a plague that should be blocked. Reporting live from the West End, David Winter. Back to you, Robin Cami.
David, thanks very much. Mr. Berding also says City Council does deny the zoning request. It will delay construction, which will result in financial and legal consequences.